Yo, I'm not one to do this much. Hey, that movie, Blink Twice, it's disgusting, bro. Bro, I'm not even saying this as like bro, disgusting. There was a point in the movie. That it was super cinematic, very, very artistic. So I was with the expectation like, oh, this could be a good movie. I love the movies. I love the experience of the movie theater. Okay, I love it. I love this stuff. And I'm watching, and there gets to a point where all the girls are forgetting little moments, and they would wake up with like dirt under their nails, or like they would get with bruises and stuff like that. And there's a moment that one of the girls gets a flashback of what's really going on, and they're getting, I don't want to say it so it doesn't block it, but they're getting, and they're forgetting it, but it was a disgusting movie. Disgusting. Like I left, honestly, I left shook. I left like.
All right. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and Ruel. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. And what you just heard, I let play in the beginning of the video. I was debating on whether I should, do the little intro and then play it after. But I decided to just play that short clip in the beginning just to add some context to what this quick video is going to be about. So pretty much as you heard, this man is describing his experience after watching a movie called Blink Twice. And there's trailers on the movie and everything. I'm on this app called TikTok, but it has the trailer and everything. But I wanted to briefly play that dude's his words he had on the trailer and on the movie, because he's seen the movie, and showing you that this is biblical prophecy, because as I'm gonna get in Psalms, the scriptures say that they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. And I didn't you can watch the trailer online or the movies in the theater, but I figured that dude, pretty much his words were what inspired this video, because let me get the scriptures real quick now that we know what the video is about. Because when you look at that movie, and I didn't even see it yet, but this is just my spiritual take on it, is when you watch the trailer and then of course you heard what that man said about the movie sheds light on what these wicked elites do in dark and in the secret. And they are very demonic and satanic, and they do a lot of very evil, shameful, wicked acts, man. And then they make movies about it, putting you in their face, because that's what the scriptures say. All right, this is Psalm 64 and verse 8. It says, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." All right, and this is pretty much what the video is going to be about, man. You got a whole bunch of different movies. All right. And if you don't know, this video is to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. All right. You so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans are God's chosen people, the Israelites. And anybody else, if you look like a heathen nation, but your spirit resonates with these words and you have faith on Yahweh Shai, no matter what nationality this world gave you, if you have faith on Yahweh Shai, and you believe in these words, then you're an Israelite. All right. And these wicked elite are targeting you Israelites. Okay. These wicked elites do a lot of human trafficking, a lot of human sacrifice, and then they have a lot of wicked, evil schemes and ways that they do, and they do underneath our nose. And these movies are shedding light to that. Movies like Blink Twice, showing you how these wicked elite throw these very expensive parties. I forget that one billionaire name. He throws a party. I think he throws like a party once a year, and he invites a lot of rich, famous people. He's a billionaire. And then the party is like, you have to dress in all white. I forget what he is, but you could just look up billionaire party dress in all white. But pretty much, man, these wicked elite do these things, man. And as you've seen in the beginning of the video, you know, I played this dude right here because he watched the video and then he felt sick to his stomach after watching the video. He watched the movie and then he felt sick to his stomach after watching the movie. But little does he know, this is what they actually do. All right, again, Psalms 64 and 8. You know, and this is going to be just a quick video. I'm just going to read some precepts in Psalm 64. All right, showing you how these wicked elite they're being exposed, man. Psalm 64 and 8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So what does it mean they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves? Meaning they're going to the Lord is going to put the Spirit on them to expose themselves with their tongue and with their movies and things of that nature. All right. Translation comparison, it says, their own tongues will ruin them, and all who see them will shake their heads in scorn. And that's kind of like what this dude is doing, man. He's like, you know, it says shake their head in scorn. Like pretty much they're going to, you know, you're going to be disgusted and, you know, you're going to be disgusted by them. And like, hey, you know, when you see what they really do, when they're really exposed, man, yeah, you're going to hate them. And as you see, this dude watched this movie. It's a movie called Blink Twice. And you can look up the trailer and everything. And I didn't see it yet. But you already know what it's about based off the trailer. Okay. When you go and look up the trailer, it's a lot. Again, it's these rich, wealthy people invited these two women to a party. Think they like flew them out somewhere to like a private island. And then lo and behold, as he said, how disturbing the movie was, because they were getting, the two women were getting drugged by the rich elite. You know, getting, for lack of better words, they got forcefully taken, and then the drugs made them forget. You know, people were being murdered. All types of crazy stuff was happening on that island, and this is what these wicked elite do. All right, and Psalm 64 is talking about the wicked elite. You know that because let's start at verse 1. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Now, who is the enemy? All right, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And this is who you got to understand. The wicked is a nationality of people on the planet Earth. The wicked is not just anybody that does evil. All right. There's a fine line. All right, of who the wicked that the Bible speaks about. Who the wicked is that the Bible speaks about is the actual nationality of people on this planet Earth. Okay, now, yes, you do have wicked people like these 2/3 of the nation of Israel here in America. They are wicked. You know, these heathens, yeah, they do. A lot of them are wicked. But when the Bible says the wicked, it's not just saying, oh, you're being wicked. It's saying the wicked. That's a certain people on the planet Earth. And the precept of that is Malachi 1:4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them, here's the point, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people, see the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. So as you see, Edom is the border of wickedness. You know, the border of wickedness, man. Like, hey, they are surrounded. They themselves just are nothing but wicked, man. Edom. And who is Edom? Edom is majority of you so-called white people. All right. Edom is majority of you so-called white people. Edom goes back to a man in the Bible, Jacob's brother, fraternal twin. What? Jacob's brother was who? Esau. Okay? And what does Esau mean in the Hebrew? Ishashua, which means wasted away is he. What was wasted away is pigmentation. Okay? That's why I said he came out red all over like a hairy garment. And Esau is the forefather of who? The Edomites. Okay? Edom in the Greek is Idumea, which means red. Who are the so-called red people on the planet Earth? Because Esau, these so-called, majority of these so-called white people, majority of them are Edomites. You got certain Israelites scattered amongst them, but majority of them are Edomites. They're not white. They're really red. Yeah, all right. If you slap them hard, their cheek will turn red because their skin is translucent, meaning it's see-through. So the color of their blood seeps through their skin. But Edom is the wicked. That's why it said the border of wickedness, right? And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. The people, that part, the people is important. The people letting you know it's a nationality of people. It's not just one person. It's a nationality of people. All right. So now that we know who the wicked is, which is majority of so-called white people, not every so-called white person, but majority of these so-called white people are the wicked. Now that we know that, let's go back to Psalm 64:2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. So who's the wicked that has a secret counsel? Is these so-called white people, the Edomites. And who has the secret counsel of the Edomites is the elite bankers. The top, as they say, the top 0.01%. All right, the ones that rule the world from the shadows. And then their little minions, are the people that are known to the civilians. Bill Gates, I can't think of that billionaire's name that holds parties, but you can pretty much all the wealthiest so-called white people in the world that we know of. All right, they're their minions, because the real elite, no one really knows who they are. All right, the top elite. Like we know who they are. We know they're the elite banker families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, so on and so forth. But the actual higher ups in those families, they're not. They don't show themselves to the civilians, man. But those are the ones that are doing what we see in these movies. As you see in this Blink Twice, it's about the elites human trafficking people and playing with them on the island. Then you also have another movie. They said in these comments here, there's another movie showing you what goes on. Sound of Freedom, which is about human trafficking. All right. So that's why when we jump down in Psalm 64 to verse 8, it says, they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. So the Lord puts the spirit on these different directors to shed light and to make movies on what these wicked elite are really doing in this world. Okay. They make it as a movie, so the average person that's not spiritual, they don't think that this stuff is really going on. They think it's just something for entertainment. But in actuality, the Lord put it on the spirit of these directors, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua controls the minds of men and directs the minds of everybody, the righteous and the wicked. Okay, so Yahweh Bashem Yahushua put it on the spirit of these different directors to make these movies exposing their own selves of what they do and in the dark. So they are making their own tongues to fall upon themselves. These different directors in Hollywood that make all these movies like this. You also got another movie, Eyes Wide Shut. Believe that one talks about the occult and all that left hand witchcraft. All right. And then there's another one. It's like a Spanish movie, but it also talks about the human trafficking. I can't think of the name. I'm sorry. I got to remember the names. I'm not good with remembering names, but there's a lot of movies that talk about what these wicked elite, these top Edomites, elite bankers, what they do on the left-hand side, man. And this shit is real. This is why we need deliverance from America, aka Babylon the Great. And wherever we are scattered around the world, we need deliverance. because these wicked elite are doing things like this every day, kidnapping children, sacrificing them. All right. You had the whole Jeffrey Epstein situation that was swept under the rug. And then when you look up, there's like a lot of different connections that people have drawn between like Jeffrey Epstein, the Disney Channel logo, how it looks like it's similar to, you know, the temple he has on his island. And then Nickelodeon, they say, looks like his Jeffrey Epstein's island. But, you know, these are just different, you know, people trying to extrapolate based off the different clues and all that. But what we do know is that they are really doing stuff like this, man. These wicked elite are really doing stuff like this. These movies are not just movies. These movies are them telling on themselves about what they really do. Okay? Psalm 64. And hey, let me read 2 again. All right? Because I really only talked, in this verse, I really only talked about who the wicked were. Now let's get on what? Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. So what is this showing you? That the wicked, the top Edomites, the top so-called white people, the top Edomites, they have a secret counsel, man. Now, what is that word? Counsel. All right. Counsel. Believe in the Hebrew, that's sa, and a duh. I gotta keep studying on I forget that. I think that's a sa'id. I think that's a sa'id. No. That's a sa. Now maybe sawad. Hey, Salaki, let me look that up real quick. Let me just get that really fast. Cause you know, you translate the modern Hebrew to the Paleo Hebrew. And I know the Paleo Hebrew, sometimes I be forgetting certain of the modern Hebrew words. Okay. Give me 1 second, because I just want to get this word real quick. This is counsel in the Hebrew. All right. Now you see you got the modern Hebrew on the screen, and we got the Paleo Hebrew up here. So that's a sa. Right. That's a sa. And then I need that middle character right there is let me look for it. That's a wa. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's a wa. Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. All right. So that'll be sawad. All right. Sawad. Sawad. All right. So as you see, we got counsel in the Hebrew, in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, sawad. And as you see, it says what? Counsel, assembly, counsel, a familiar conversation, assembly, company. So as you see, the wicked elite, they literally gather together and they hold different assemblies where they converse on how they're going to plot and destroy us as a people. Okay. Sawad, which is counsel in the Hebrew, assembly, company. So these elite, it said, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. When you read these scriptures, you got to ask yourself, who are the wicked and who are these people that have a secret counsel? And is this still happening today? And if so, who are they? Where are they? And what's going to be done about this, man? Because this is really going on. Okay, these different elite Edomites and these elite bankers, they have secret counsels, man. Secret councils. They have different they have assemblies where they come together, and they literally, like you see in the movies, they you can just extrapolate through the spirit, man. These people come together, they sit at a table. All right, they invite different demonic spirits, and they have conversations amongst each other on how they're gonna continue to keep us oppressed, on how they're gonna kill us. All right, when their next reaping of different children is gonna be, who are they gonna sacrifice to? What God are they gonna keep doing it to, man? This is really happening, man. So we have to continue to pray and beg Yahweh Shem Yahushai to deliver us from this wicked kingdom. And no matter where we are at around the world, these wicked elites rule the whole world. So we need to continuously beg and pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai to deliver us, man. It says, what? From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. They may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see? Now let's look at this verse in the translation in the NLT. It says, they encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret. Who will ever notice, they ask. You see, and this is what we read in verse 2. This is what they talk about in their secret council, in their secret assemblies. It says they encourage each other to do evil. So they discuss their little evil plans and thoughts back to each other. Oh, we need to keep polluting the food. We need to keep effeminizing the so-called black man. We need to keep exalting women. And then it says what? And plan how to set their traps in secret. And this is what they do. These wicked elite, they set traps, man, and they execute it. Who will ever notice, they ask, right? Because the majority of the people are blinded. They can't tell. But these movies, Blink Twice, The Sound of Freedom, Eyes Wide Shut, these movies are shedding light on what's really going on. And the only way we're going to be delivered from this is by divine intervention, because we do not have the physical capabilities to stand up to what these people have. So we need divine intervention. We need Yahweh Shai, which is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. We need him to come back and deliver us. We need the holy angels to protect us. Okay? And we need this place, America, aka Babylon the Great, to be blown to smithereens. All right, and I'm gonna read down, and I'm gonna get 2 more verses. It says, verse 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. So these people are hella wicked, man. These people they plot nothing but evil. And as you see in that movie, Blink Twice.
Your mind saw something.
And hey, I was spiritually encouraged to do this video when I seen this dude's video. And, I was like, dang, what movie is he talking about? So I watched the trailer, and I encourage you all to just look up the trailer. I'm not going to play the trailer because it's really long. That's why I played a couple seconds of him talking about the movie. But when you watch the trailer, you pretty much already know the whole movie when you watch the trailer, But it shows you that what? Like it said in Psalm 64:6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. So the highest people on the left-hand side, these wicked Edomites, these top elite bankers of Esau, these people are diligent in their wickedness, man. They're not playing. They are not fucking playing. Day in and day out, they are constantly searching how to be more wicked, how to continue to destroy society, how to set up the NWO. They are really plotting this, man. And they really do these Hunger Game type settings where they take people and put them on an island and hunt them for fun. Because they're wicked. Of course they do this type of stuff, man. So when the Lord comes back, all of this is going to be shut down, man. When New Jerusalem comes from heaven, and the 144 come out them chariots and go what? Go take over different places, take over the whole world, When that happens, the 144,000, Lord willing, that's us. We gonna be saving these different children, man, from the hands of these wicked elites. We gonna save them. We gonna go in the underground tunnels and the bunkers. We gonna use the spiritual powers, and we gonna teleport right in that fucking bunk and take out the elites, man. Put their ass right in the chains and free the kids, man. And stop this wickedness from happening. All right. It says what? They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the mind is deep. It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. And then that's when it says in verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. But what is that arrow in verse 7? It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. What is that arrow talking about? Is what? It's the thermonuclear missiles, man. Right? Like the visions that John the Baptist got in Revelation by the arrows being shot as thermonuclear missiles. All right. That arrow is a metaphor for thermonuclear missiles, man. So these missiles are going to destroy the elite's top kingdom where they influence the whole world, which is what? America, which is spiritually Babylon the Great, and all the other kingdoms that Esau has ruled. So America is going to be destroyed by that arrow, which is thermonuclear missiles. All right. The plans of the wicked elite are constantly being exposed in these different movies and different whistleblowers. We're living in the end times, man. So if you don't know, now you know. And you gotta continue to fight for your salvation, continue to chase the kingdom of heaven, and, have faith and stay prayed up, man. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.